one.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Parks and Recreation Advisory Committee for August 15th, 2022. We do have a quorum, and I call this meeting to order. First line of business is I need a motion to approve the minutes from last meeting.
I make a motion to approve minutes from the last meeting.
I second.
I have a motion from Vice Chair Carol Haas and from Laura Davison. So that motion passes. So we'll jump right into it and start out with our events. Our first one will be Howl at the Moon. Whose is that?
All right. This Friday, August 19th, is Howl at the Moon. As of right now, we have 109 registrations. So we're hoping to get about 150. We had about 30 to 40 sign up at the event last year. So that will be the race starts at 8, and we'll be there for date of registration starting at 6:30 at Pavilion B at the park.
What time is the cutoff to get to the park?
I believe they're gonna start closing roads around 7:30. So I would say 7 o'clock just to be on the safe side.
And please put that on your social media pages if
We
you're
do.
members of Smyrna or whatever. Yeah, but I'm just saying all of us, and because it's always a
That's why I was asking. I saw something about it earlier, but it is important to know.
yeah.
Yeah, and we also put the billboard, or the mobile billboards up coming into Laverne from Antioch and Smyrna side so that they would have that notification as well.
And the cost does increase the closer we get, correct?
The what, I'm sorry?
The cost to register?
It does. Right now, we're at 25, it's $30 the day of the race.
Okay.
And they're starting and finishing where?
They start at Pavilion B at Veterans Park, and then they'll finish at the same location. They'll go down Murfreesboro Road, turn around at the City Hall complex, and then go back and end at Pavilion B.
All right. Any questions about it?
I got a weird question. Are you gonna pick up stragglers and carry them back, if they get behind or something?
We do have
I'm not getting in it.
staff out there that if that was a need, then yes, that would be taken care
Yeah,
of.
I mean, I've done the St. Jude Marathon a couple times, and there's people, they'll pick them up and carry them.
Oh, I have a question. So last year you had them really cool shirts. What'd you get? Do you have them shirts this year?
We do have the same material shirt. Yes, we have the same material. It's just
No, the logo and all that stuff you had last year was really cool.
on the back of the shirt. Yes, the back of the shirt is the same. And then the front has a little different design, but it's the same material shirt with the same back.
All right. Anything else, guys? All right, we'll move on. I know a lot of people excited about this. Kathy, the carnival.
All right, Carnival, it's next Thursday through Saturday, August 25th through the 27th. Thursday and Friday, it'll be open from 6 to 10, and on Saturday from noon to 10. And the city did the voucher giveaway. I believe that ended on Friday, so they were going through that today at City Hall, doing the raffle,
When
the winners.
will they know?
That goes through City Hall. I would think if they started it today, I would think they'd probably get notified tomorrow.
Did they have a lot of people fill them out?
She told me this morning they had a little over 400 people submit a registration.
No, I sent mine in for my grandson, yeah.
So,
I did not, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna miss it. I will be on vacation.
Vacation again.
It'll be nice and
Miss
peaceful.
everything, I'm sorry.
All right, so we'll move on to the fall ball clinic.
That's going to start on September 15th. It's going to be 4 Thursdays running, 15th, 22nd, 29th, and October the 6th, with a game day planned for that Saturday following that 6th on the 8th. Start at 6 p.m. and somewhere around 2 hours, 6 to 8 every Thursday. 74 signed up as of now. 24 baseball, 32 softball, and 18 T-ballers, and 1 volunteer.
What's the age for T-ball?
It's
3 to
5.
Okay.
I thought we weren't going to do signups for volunteer because they'd have to go through HR.
I think they reached out through the park and we gave them a standard, volunteer, application, or did they even fill out an application, Sheila? Yeah, just to get their basic information. So we've only had one yet. So if you guys know of somebody, have them contact the park office.
We couldn't do it through the online.
Oh, okay, so anybody that wants to come out and help with coaching, because I know some of the coaches that were on the spring ball, you know, they're looking to come out.
Yeah,
and-
we'd definitely take the volunteers. Just, yeah, if you guys know them, have them contact us and we'll add their name to the pool.
Yeah, if they'll call me, I can even send them, email them an application. That's what I did with the other ones. I've sent something out, but I've just not gotten any back on them yet, so.
Okay, all right, last time we talked, it would have to be through HR or something, but we don't have to do
The
that.
online one.
The online would have to have been through HR. Oh, okay, all right, thanks.
Just for the folks that will be watching at home, can we talk just a little bit about what's going on with the RFPs and what they can expect?
Their RFP is out now. It will be opened up on September the 8th at 10 a.m. The last day for any questions regarding that would be Thursday, September 1st at 2 p.m. So if anyone is interested in putting in for that and they have any questions, they can contact our office directly, and we'd be more than happy to help them out.
And we should have a final decision by October 1st BOMA meeting. Is that correct?
That's correct. Our plan is for, like this agenda here, we have 5 or 6 different items on it. Maybe next month, we just have the people that put in the RFP. If we have 2 or 4 or whatever, we'd spend that hour, you guys basically interviewing those different groups. So instead of having a full agenda, we just have the applicants for the RFP present their case to you guys. Then you would make a recommendation that we would take before BOMA for the workshop.
I like that idea. I really do.
Yeah.
Well, and, you know, we may only have 2 put in for it. So if we have 2 put in for it, then we have both of them present. If we have 10 put in for it, our staff will kind of go through those 10 to kind of vet them out a little bit. So we're not presenting 10 to you guys, but maybe the best 4.
And how have you got that out there? How does that work?
It's on the city's website right now under doing business or doing business with. It's under RFP and bids. So there's a packet out there that would kind of walk them through everything that's required. In the past, it has been for-profit or nonprofit, so either one will be accepted. But there's kind of like there's a packet that will actually kind of walk them through what they have to provide or what they're willing to provide. So there's different steps as far as games, tournament games, practices. So it'll kind of step by step walk you through the whole process.
And is it advertised?
It is advertised, I know it was advertised in the paper,
Yeah, the Murfreesboro Post.
yeah. So, yeah, if you guys know anybody, please push it out. But it is available on the city's website.
Channel 3?
It is, I don't know if it's on Channel 3, but it is on, if you actually go to lavernetn.gov, it's on that page under doing business with, under bids and RFPs.
All right. Any more questions? All right. Now we can move on to the event that we start talking about the day after the event. And it seems like this rolls around quickly. So I know Kathy's got some good stuff for us. So this will be our last meeting before the event.
Pretty much, we went over it last month. All the music is already scheduled and in place. Got some, I think the only thing we've added since last month was maybe the face painting for the kids. Still looking for volunteers to help with the kid areas. Right now, we have 56 vendors and 13 food trucks signed up. So, which is about normal for this far in advance.
There was go ahead, I'm sorry. I hate to be the hog the mic. Y'all have questions?
Well, I was just gonna ask, on Friday night, what time does that concert start?
7 PM. Both night concerts are at 7 PM.
Do you know if the Historic Society picked out a tent yet? Or have they talked to anybody?
I've not.
They have not gotten back with us. We have not ordered a tent for them yet because no one has gotten back with us. We do have a city tent that depends on how big their display is gonna be. I'm sure there'll be room under that, but if they're definitely interested in putting something out, then we could always look at reserving another tent.
Okay, I'm on that board, but no one
Right.
said anything to me, so I just asking.
So Kathy,
Y'all meeting after this meeting though, right? Are y'all meeting after this meeting?
Not tonight.
No, we talked about meeting more, but
Oh, okay.
we talked. The
Kathy, give us a rundown of who's playing when.
Okay, so Friday night at 7 is the World Turning Band, which is a Fleetwood Mac experience. 11:30 Saturday is the Road West Band. 2 o'clock Missy Garnett, and then Saturday night at 7 is the Eagle Maniacs.
Okay, I had it wrong. I thought it was
Flip flop.
flip-flop.
Yeah.
I seen the videos, if y'all have not seen that, Fleetwood Mac, man, that girl sounds just like, Stevie Nicks. Some good music for us old timers. So we've talked this thing to death, so it's here, it's time. The only thing that I'm gonna say is, I have requested Mr. McGowan for some great weather.
No pressure.
No, there's no
No
pressure because it was discussed
Hey,
earlier. We
it's
didn't
kids
know
play.
Child's play.
Child's
Who had the key to the dome that weekend, whether it was gonna be the mayor or the vice mayor. So we kind of put that off in their hands, so I think we're in good shape.
Well, I mean, let's call it what it is, man. I mean, it's a crapshoot every year. We know that. Last year was an absolute, probably the worst since I've been here anyway.
Well, what kind of helped us out, as, you know, that's our biggest event, so there's a lot of time and stuff goes into that for us, for our department, because we start preparing the week, that Monday of the week, and then it takes to the following Monday for us to tear down. What helped us out was a couple of years ago, we started getting event insurance for that day. So this will be the third year running. Last year, luckily, we took it out, so it paid off. So any expense we were out, we recovered majority of that for that Saturday. So we're doing the same for this year also.
Kathy, it came up at the senior citizen meeting earlier. And I guess you all have talked or going to talk about RC Farms from Farmers Market had asked me about coming up there through the month of September, but one of the things that was brought up at the senior board, if they would be interested in coming to the Old Timers Festival.
He is. He actually has confirmed that they will have a tent set up at Old Timers.
That will be huge.
Yeah.
I think it will be anyway.
So, yeah, we were texting back and forth Saturday, so that's confirmed.
Okay, good. Any more questions about Old Timers Day?
So because we're here and people are watching, the actual date for Old Timers,
September 17th is that Saturday for the festival.
Parade will start at 10.
Correct. At City Hall, funnel into the park, and then the festivities immediately after the parade.
And then deadline for lineup at City Hall, the deadline for lineup is at 9:30. Everybody have to be there ready to go at 9:30?
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would do 9 o'clock just because it's hard to maneuver people towards the back when they show up after the ones in the front have already been put in place.
That's why I asked,
Yeah.
for people who are listening.
Anything else? All right, we'll move on to Farmers Market.
Okay, and the reason Farmers Market was put back on here was just because RC Farms, last time we spoke, we were still trying to find a produce vendor. RC Farms has stepped up and they have committed to completing the end of the farmers market season. And it seems that foot traffic has also increased with their presence at the market. So that's why I asked them to put that on there.
What'd they say on the Field of Dreams, Dave?
If you build it, they will come.
That's right.
So the last weekend for farmer's market is when?
The August 27th, it's the last weekend in August.
Unless you all work something out with them.
Yeah, he's not reached out to me about extending it to September. Right now, that August 27th date is the only one that we have on the schedule. So I'll have to discuss further.
All right. Any more questions? And August 27th is going to be a busy day, Andrew. What's going on with the Wolf Park?
Grand opening of the dog park, August 27th, 9 a.m. We're gonna have refreshments, donuts, coffee. We're gonna have giveaways. I believe we have some leashes, some dog treats, frisbees, and what else? That's it, yep. So we're gonna be bright and early. Bring your dogs out. We'll have it all prepped and ready to go.
Yeah, I saw somebody using it last week.
They have used it. It is not open yet, but we're trying to get the grass to grow. It is starting to come up, and then we'll get it all
I
pristine.
seen your sign up down there with the address and everything on it.
It looks good.
Now, just trying to think ahead, in case there is a serious bleed over, you're gonna have somebody to help park the cars down at the senior center in case that parking lot fills up.
Actually, I think PD did reach out to us to do some traffic control.
Okay, good.
It's such a congested area right there. I think they're gonna be on scene to handle some of that.
All right, well,
That's exciting.
I
We've
know
been
a lot
waiting
of people's
long
excited.
time.
we have a lady, I'm gonna go ahead and say her name, because I told people on Facebook I would. Miss Marcia Hanning has donated 2 picnic tables, one for each side, to sit hopefully down there by the trees, so older people that has dogs will have somewhere to sit while their dogs are playing. And then hopefully next year, in my thinking process, working with the budget, we'll be able to get some, I don't know what those things are called, agility things.
Utility equipment testing, stuff like that.
Because I know you all told me they were outrageous.
They've went up considerably
Everything
due to
is,
COVID and supply
Yeah.
chain shortages.
yeah, there's some people make comments about how much stuff's gone up and, but, I think that'll be nice, but at least we can get through the fall and the winter and hopefully, get some things down there. But,
You know, when people go by there and they're like, well, there's not enough shade or there's not enough trees out here. Well, if you remember correctly, that when that was all wooded, there was just a bunch of scrub in there. So there's not good trees in there. So once you start going in there and taking out the scrub and the underbrush, then you're not left with a whole lot. And to get any new trees to grow in that area, I think would be virtually impossible because you're planting right on top of rock.
I mean, right on top of rock, and I think the only thing that grows like that is probably cedar, and I don't think that needs to be there.
And that's
So-
primarily what's down there is cedar.
Yeah, exactly. But, it's not like they're gonna be down there forever, and the water, the drainage, and all of that stuff is good to go. It's just a matter of turning it on.
Yes, I mean, we have the water on now, so
Oh, the water is on
water
there.
is on.
Now, how does that bottom one work for the dogs?
So there is a push button on the side.
So the dogs gotta learn how to push that button?
Dog owner would be the one to push the button there. But it does have a small water fountain and a larger water fountain, basically for ADA or handicap or even kids, smaller. There's a bottle filler on the top, and then on the bottom is a dog water fountain.
Is there like drainage things underneath that thing?
Yes,
So the water don't just run out everywhere,
water
it
doesn't
goes,
run out to your feet. It's on a concrete pad.
you guys did a lot of thought in that. So, of course, we're gonna get fired up here with all this stuff pretty much. And, you guys have done an amazing job for the spring and the summertime. I know you got some fall stuff lined up and we'll wait and see. But this right here, and next month, this will all be over.
Well, it's gonna be, from here till, at least after the Christmas parade, it's gonna be busy for us because
Oh, yeah.
we got all this coming, we got the fall clinic, then we're gonna have the ice skating ring put up. One thing I think that is probably not on here that Kathy had said that she would like to mention is that she has got a music in the park planned. So if next month's meeting, if we focus strictly on the RFP for the ball league, we may not have time to hit on that before it actually takes place. So she may want to discuss that real quick.
Yeah, Friday, October 7th, Buddy Jewel is going to do a music in the park at Veterans Park at 7 o'clock that evening. So,
You gonna, with everything being equal, you gonna bring in the stage like you usually do, or is this
we
gonna
have
be?
the mobile stage trailer, yes,
Okay,
yes.
all right.
So, it'll be set up pretty much on the football field like the Old Timers Festival concerts. So 7 p.m. that evening.
You got anything, folks?
Well, I'm a little sad that I'm gonna miss all the stuff on the weekend of the 27th, so I'm gonna expect all of you to be taking lots of pictures.
I don't have a dog.
You can still go.
You want to borrow?
I can't take my
You can borrow one
dog.
of mine.
My dog is
I've
not,
got
it doesn't
3.
play well with others.
I've got 3 cats. Maybe I can bring one.
No.
over.
No, there's some entertainment.
That'll keep them entertained. They won't need no agility. So the last thing I'm just gonna hit on just a little bit. Go ahead.
Can I mention the club knockout thing Saturday?
Yeah,
Were
absolutely.
you gonna do it? Or?
Nope.
Oh. Just, I wanted to make sure it was okay. Club Knockout is doing having an event at Laverne High School, 2 to whenever, and they're featuring the kids that train with them and doing sparring, and they'll have the boxing ring set up and all that stuff. So come on out and support the kids.
Is that gonna be in the gym?
I think so. They've been posting it on Facebook, and then I've been saving it or
Okay.
sharing it to go out. And then there's another event at Laverne High School that the basketball team is sponsoring.
It's Community
The
Day.
Community Day.
So you can come out, they'll have bounce houses, and they'll be giving away backpacks and school supplies from 10 to 2. Then you could just roll on into Club Knockout.
Roll on into Club Knockout. They're going to be selling food, and this is kind of a fundraiser to help them through the FOP and stuff.
Is it
So.
a cost to get into that, or is it
It's
cost?
$20 for adults, and I think it's $10 for kids. I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, they're gonna have the doctor there to do all the pre-physical things and stuff, so it's a big event for Club Knockout, so come on out. It's fun watching the kids, and they love the support.
I'll be there for the backpacks and school supplies.
I'll be there for Club Knockout.
Do you
That's
get the-
who, That's who you could get for the kids or ponies or whatever, for old timers.
The volunteers?
Yeah.
Yes, I've already reached out to her. She's
Okay.
like my go-to every time.
Okay.
So, yeah, we've already got some lined up, and then
Whatever happened to the Interact?
they still volunteer. They were actually lined up to volunteer last year, and then we had the rain out.
Okay,
So they're still active in volunteering.
okay, I forgot about those.
Yeah.
Anything else before I? So, you all know I've worked on this, I know Carol knows, for a couple of years, and it just seems like either timing or weather, or I go about it the wrong way. I mean, it is what it is, and that's exactly what I have done. I'm killing the all-female flag football. And the reason being is, next year, hopefully, we can do something with the city to take that over and put some of that money into the Park and Rec's budget. It won't be much, but there's just too much going on, and I've talked with David, so I was hoping Giles would be here. I will speak to him personally. And I still think it's a good idea. You won't change my mind about that, but I think if we can get Kathy and David and this crew over here involved, they'll get it out there better. they will have people to come down that day if we can get it in the budget and work it. It won't be just a me event or a Giles event or us event. So that ideal has been scratched. So you can tell all your lady friends that was looking forward to it. So it's,
That'll give us more time to practice.
yeah, and you know,
Good. We should do a middle cheerleading.
Yeah, Mel.
Absolutely.
I've got Steve's wig for it.
here we go.
He just needs pom-poms.
So any comments about that from you guys?
They're like,
All right. So the next meeting will be on September the 19th. That will be the night that the RFPs will be back in place and we'll be listening. I personally won't be here, but I'll be able to communicate somehow. Just in case I have any questions, I'll let David know or something. Carol will run the meeting, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to a new baseball, softball, not just a season, but hopefully a long-running, no more headaches type stuff. And everybody knows what I'm talking about.
No more rebuilding. How about that?
Yeah, brick by
brick by brick.
brick by brick. So with that said, I call this meeting adjourned.